$1 million in prize money to be distributed. There's a nice view of the start and the packed grandstands here at Doomben. This new grandstand, built 3 years ago, now housing great crowds, and you can see them spilling on over to the lawn, taking up every advantage spot down towards the running rail for this $250,000 race here this afternoon. Now we'll wait for about a half a dozen to move in. Eye of the Skies come around on the racing side of the stall. There's Restoration, number 7 from Perth. Gold or Me there, number 13. The Brisbane sprinter who's done so much in such a short space of time and taking on the middle distance races for the first time. There's the pretty horse, Eye of the Sky, trained in Sydney by Bill Evans. Exocet in front of you in the green and yellow. Gary Willett's the rider. He's had a mixed day, Gary. He lost the first race on protest but won the second. So the gates are low and there's one gone through the front of the stalls. It's Foxeel. Danny Burton's okay. He's gone under the rail. But Foxeel, who drew barrier 1, just went through the front of the gates there. I think Burton's quite okay. He's walking around behind the line. He's just down on his haunches trying to get his wind. And a couple of the attendants walk around the front of the stalls just to check on the gate, which was occupied by Foxeel as they go to lead him up again. No damage done. Foxeel's behind the line. And Danny Burton to go back aboard. You can see the centre of attention over towards the inside lot of gates. And I notice here this afternoon that they're not using gates 1, 2, 3 and 4. In fact, Foxeel will start, as you see, the gates from 5, but he has actually drawn the inside barrier. And they're quite obviously adjusting the gate. I wonder what the nerves must be like with Mick Dittman on Phoenix Rising. I suppose he's won just about every major race there is to be won on the Australian turf calendar. And here he is on a Tommy Smith trained runner, on a horse that has been sensationally backed. Nothing short of phenomenal. The money in the ring for this mare, Phoenix Rising. Dittman would know his responsibilities. And he's a great rider, a great trainer in Tommy Smith, a legend. And all would be in readiness for Phoenix Rising to win this afternoon. The responsibility is now left to Mick Dittman. All the groundwork has been done. There's Rose and Thistle. He's been a great campaigner, number 8 Rose and Thistle. Since coming from New Zealand, he comes here year after year. He's been placed in a number of our major races. He's yet to win one, and I don't think anyone would begrudge him a win here today. Now, it looks as though they may have taken a couple of these horses out of the stalls. In fact, they have. They've taken them all out. Now, I got a faint suspicion here. There might be something wrong with that gate that Foxeel was supposed to start in. And I think what they're going to do here, and this is only assumption, now because they had Foxeel in actually stall 5, that left them exactly 20, I think, to the outside. They may have to bring these horses in and leave gate 5 vacant to establish all the runners in the stalls. So in the meantime, there you can see a front-on version. You can see stall 5 there where the gatemen are trying to work on it, and all the other stalls have been opened. Well, Philip Mercer on Rose and Thistle doesn't seem to be too perturbed. He's just walking around on that horse behind the line. And a little rub down doesn't go astray. Have a look at him, Rose and Thistle. Doesn't he look well? Look at his nice big shiny coat there. I saw him at the track on Thursday morning. He looks a bundle of energy. There he is. He's a picturesque fellow. He comes up well on your coloured TV screens. And he's as honest as the day is long. He's raced here consistently. I suppose no horse has raced more consistently than he has over a period of time. And there's High Gita. This is the young horse from Toowoomba. Got into the field as the first emergency when Bucking Rip was scratched. A 3-year-old trained by Jimmy Atkins. And this will be a real experience for him. Not a real experience for Kevin Mitchell, one of the most experienced horsemen in Australia. And he gets a little wipe down. And the 4X Cup, looking about as shiny as the coat on Rose and Thistle. Now, they've got this stall closed. In fact, they've closed the gates up in front, so these...
Well, as you can see, there's plenty of problems there at Diamand where the runners went in, then they went out, then they went back in again prior to the running of the 4X Cup, the big one up there this afternoon. Let's go back and rejoin Alan Thomas.
Well, 1950 was it? 50 it was. Dream carried 7 stone and was the last 3-year-old to win. Now they start to come up again. Phoenix Rising comes forward, in goes Sabre Tayeb. High Gita being led along by one of the gatemen. There's Eye of the Sky, top banner in those flashy black and gold colours with the green cap. Restoration behind him and Exocet. Walking into view is Prince Bourbon. Binoculars raised high. All the shades up to eyes. And the 2,200 metres point at Diamand, the focus point of a huge crowd at Diamand. Rose and Thistle is ready. Fox Eel is set again. Hassendine is right. Les's Choice is ready with Travel Light. Now, the inside horses appear to be pretty well set, except for Fox Eel, who's yet to go up on the inside gate. Phoenix Rising is ready. Exocet has now been led along. His outside brigade of stalls taking shape. Prince Bourbon whizzed into the stalls, and here comes Home Office. He disappointed in the chairman's handicap on Saturday last, but he's a stablemate of Phoenix Rising. His outside horse is moving up. Here's Eye of the Sky. Fox Eel still hasn't gone in. Another Planet, I think, is now ready. Restoration to come up on the outside. Now, Fox Eel has gone into stall 2. Rose and Thistle is set. We wait only now for Restoration to move up and complete the line with Dare to Be Grand, and we'll have them underway in the 4X Cup. A spectacular sight as the clang of the gates signifies the start, and 20 thoroughbreds will steam across, link up with the course proper, reach the winning post, and then one circuit. Now, Prince Bourbon is ready. We're waiting for Dare to Be Grand and Restoration. Restoration from Perth. He's come a long way for a big mission. Now, Dare to Be Grand is set. Here comes Restoration up to the gate. He moves in. They're set. And the starting signal is given. Stand by for a start in the 4X Cup. They're about to break. Phoenix Rising faces well in the 4X colours with the gold 4Xs and red cap. She'll probably run favourite. Been back for a stack. Dinky Fly is ready. The starter, Gavin Burke, heads to the platform. Light is on. Set. They're racing. Phoenix Rising began pretty well and over to the inside. Hassendine was out okay, and Les's Choice began well. Travel Light and Sabre Tayeb quickly into stride. Here's the outside brigade coming over. Top Banner, Gold or Me, and Dare to Be Grand coming over. So is Page Boy, and Prince Bourbon's out in the middle on his own. Running to the line the first time with 2,000 to go. Top Banner on the inside and Dare to Be Grand led together. Prince Bourbon gets the third outside. Hassendine and Gold or Me is fourth, and they're followed by Page Boy. Eye of the Sky next on the rails. A length to Les's Choice from Travel Light, and High Gita's wide going out of the straight. Phoenix Rising about midfield with Home Office and Restoration about 3 deep. It's a little bit rough going to the turn out of the straight. A length and a half to Dinky Flyer. They're being followed then by Another Planet. Over on the inside is Exocet from Sabre Tayeb and Jeff and Rose and Thistle, and Fox Eel brings up the rear. In the back of the 1,300, Top Banner led by 2 to Hassendine and Dare to Be Grand third. Les's Choice has gone up fourth, and Prince Bourbon is fifth. Gold or Me sixth, the rails. High Gita seventh. Page Boy eighth, the fence about a length and a half to Eye of the Sky. Then Travel Light. Restorations had no luck. Free wide all the way. Home Office the rails. Phoenix Rising midfield on the outside of a stable mate, and a length Another Planet. A length and a half Dinky Flyer on the inside of Rose and Thistle. A couple to Sabre Tayeb from Exocet, and they're followed by Jeff, and Fox Eel brings up the rear. On the aerodrome side inside the 800 metres mark, Top Banner 3 parts Hassan-Dean. Dare to be Grand third, the rails. Les's Choice fourth, the outside. Wonder High Gita, Gold or Me. Then Prince Bourbon, Restoration being asked. The big effort from Travel Light and Page Boy. Further back then came Rose and Thistle. Then coming on the outside, Phoenix Rising from Home Office, Eye of the Sky. And Dinky flies a long way back with Fox Seal as they turn for home. Into the straight, 350 to go. And Les's Choice has gone for home. He's bowled it away. Les's Choice, 2 lengths top banner. Dare to be Grand Hassan-Dean. Here's Restoration running home ahead of Gold or Me and Phoenix Rising. But Les's Choice clear past the 200. He's 3 lengths in front of Restoration and Phoenix Rising. He wants to switch the tail. Les's Choice, he's in front. He's dying. Restoration's flying at him. Will he get him? Oh, I don't know. I think he might have just missed. Maybe Les's Choice, a nose to Restoration. There's only a ward in it. Third, either Home Office, Fox Seal or Phoenix Rising in a photo. Then Dare to be Grand Fillet by Top Banner, Rose and Thistle, Prince Bourbon, Another Planet, Gold or Me, High Gita. Then Jif Fillet by Dinky Flyer, Travel Light, Eye of the Sky, Sabre Tayeb, Hassan-Dean, Page Boy, and Exeter's last home in a thriller in the 4X Cup.
You can say that again, Tomo. What a thriller. There's Les's Choice. Looks as though it had the race shot to pieces. His jockey's hard at work on him with a couple to go, but he must have been at least 4 to 5 lengths in front. And then out of the ruck on the outside there, Restoration. As Alan Thomas said, come all the way from Perth. Looks like he started in Perth. He's certainly come with a withering run down the outside, and even with a few 20 or 30 to go, I thought Les's Choice had hung on, but I'm not so sure now. I think Tomo's gone for Les's Choice in the photo, but I think I'd be with Restoration myself. We'll bring you the result of that photo anyway as soon as it comes to hand. A great finish there in our extended live coverage this afternoon of the 4X Cup. Don't go away, because here on Wide World of Sports it isn't even half time yet, and here's a sample of some of the great stories coming up.
Interested, the 4X Cup, the $250,000 4X Cup, the placings there. Number 19, Les's Choice, got up in a photo finish from number 7, Restoration, and in third place was number 15, Home Office. The placings at Doomben there. Well, starting next Thursday night...
To racing now in Brisbane, the $255,000 4X Cup provided a thrilling finish. Local hope Les's Choice set up what was to be a winning break at the home turn.
Straightening up, and Les's Choice has raced past the leaders. It's Les's Choice kicking away 2 lengths in front of Top Banner. Dare to be Grand on the outside. Here comes Restoration with a great run. Then Prince Bourbon, Gold or Me and Phoenix Rising. Les's Choice is clear with 100 metres to go. Restoration is coming out after him. Les's Choice in front. Restoration is swamping him at the end. Les's Choice and Restoration, they hit it. It's close. Very close. Restoration flew the last little bit. This is one that could go either way, Restoration or Les's Choice, and it's a photo finish for third as well.
Les's Choice scrambling home at 8 to 1, Restoration at 5's equal favourite, Home Office at 20 to 1, and the unplaced favourite Phoenix Rising was a plunge horse at 5 to 1 equal. The daily double in Doomben for the numbers of 19 and 1, with Lord Waverley winning the second leg, returned $40.20. 2 veterans of the jumping game combined to win today's Grand National Steeple at Flemington. Kevin Wynne, who's in his 40s, partnered 9-year-old Prince Lindal to a 4-length win. Prince Lindal hadn't steepled for 3 years, but handled the transition to the bigger fence as well. Well, punters started the day well, with the first 2 favourites successful.
They're matched together as they come to the last hurdle now. Sir Mame and Star of Ours took off and land together, nothing between them. Star of Ours the outside and Sir Mame on the fence. Star of Ours doing a little bit better in the last 150, draws away, and Star of Ours is going on to win by 2 lengths to Sir Mame. 10 lengths away third, Melancholy.
Star of Ours was a big drifter from 7 to 4 out to 3 to 1, but was still too good for them. Now the win of Priceless Prince in race 2.
Better now as they went to the 200. He moved clear. Morella's running on, and then Oyster Bar. Priceless Prince 2 in front. Morell finishing quickly on the outside, but Priceless Prince is in front near the line, and Priceless Prince goes on to win about 1.25 lengths. Morell. A neck away third, Oyster Bar, and then Fries.
Good victory to the favourite, and that was the first win as a trainer for former top jockey Midge Didham. Now to the third race, Prismatic Star was the favourite.
And Galaxy Fleet with Centalic. It's Regal Century in front down the grandstand side. Beau George getting to it, and here's Bronze Knight. Bronze Knight is bursting through the pack. Bronze Knight getting to Regal Century. Head and head they go to the line. Photo. Bronze Bronze Knight, I think, in a photo from Regal Century. Third might be Beau George down the grandstand.
A narrow win to Bronze Knight at 10 to 1 made it 2 wins out of only 3 starts. Now to the Grand National Steeple.
Prince Lindal is the leader, coming down to the last fence, a length and a half. Arabian Myth and Norfolk Tiger. The 28th fence, and Prince Lindal lands 1.5 clear from Arabian Myth. Then Norfolk Tiger, a long break in the field to Brinkworth. 150 metres to go, and Prince Lindal under the whip. Veteran jockey Kevin Wynn is wielding the whip. He's 2 lengths clear. He's got the national one. Prince Lindal clear of Arabian Myth, who's trying hard, and then Norfolk Tiger. But Prince Lindal wins the national by 3 lengths. Arabian Myth second, 10 lengths to Norfolk Tiger third, and then...
So victory in the 86 National to Prince Lindal, and the favourite Tengahari had to be pulled up after being checked by Junior's Boy, which fell mid-race.
Catch him, 5 or 6 in front of Nagara Princess, Partisan Prince, then Langong and Jamaica in, but Therese Payne has been a lovely front-running ride, and Rocky Ruler's going to bolt in. Rocky Ruler in the run of the judges won it by 8 lengths to Nagara Princess. Yes, just got second ahead in front of Langong, then Jamaica.
Never going to lose, Rocky Ruler led all the way at the big odds of 16 to 1 in the headquarters handicap. Now the final of the Winter State Championship.
Right down the grandstand side, Kale the leader. Gay Tulip going for a run on the inside has grabbed the lead. Knight of Avon out wide. Gay Tulip took the lead now from Kale in the shadows of the post under the whip. Gay Tulip, and Gay Tulip wins 3/4 to Kale. 2 lengths to Celso third, and then...
Gay Tulip taking the money at 10 to 1, a daring ride there by Chris Barrett getting up on the fence to beat Kale and Celso. In the next, Something Stunning favourite.
Is in front at the 250, and it's Red Centurion on the inside and Inertia. Red Centurion on the flat side is the leader this time from Revenging, and Warned is flashing home. Red Centurion in front though, Red Centurion by 2. Revenging second, a short head in front of Warned, and they've come down the flat.
They came down the flat side in that race with Red Centurion the winner at 25 to 1, and a big run by Warned. He was all over the track today. In the second last on the program, Prince of Camden favourite.
Lane about to be tackled by Proud Sapphire, who's loomed up very strongly. Longwood Lad leading the grandstand, but it's the flat. Proud Sapphire getting to Kingston Lane and Moonlight Sorter. Moonlight Sorter fighting on. Proud Sapphire's got his head in front, and Proud Sapphire wins it by about a head to Kingston Lane, and Moonlight Sorter's run third.
The 7-year-old was going like a winner a long way from home and just got there in a photo from Kingston Lane. Irish Pound was the get-out for favourite punters.
Star of Casitas and then Papu and Laspert with 100 to go. Miss Karamas by 3 or 4 lengths now. Irish Pound getting into second placing from Star of Casitas, but Miss Karamas is going on to win pretty easily. Miss Karamas by 3.5 Irish Pound. Third, Star of Casitas.
Miss Karamas taking the last event at 10 to 1, Irish Pound finishing on second at 3, Star of Casitas at 13 to 2. Today's quadrilla, 2, 3, 8 and 6, $7,067.40. The double 3 and 6 paid $47.55. In Sydney, the quadrilla, $2,074.35. The daily double 4 and 1, $26.50. And in Adelaide, 4 and 11, $52.80. That's the day in sport, and Edwin now with the weather for tomorrow, and hopefully a nice day for the Williamstown and Preston match.
Yes, I was just thinking, Greg, I could do with one of those horses to get around with over the next few days. Yeah. Well, it's been very pleasant.
I'm now to cross out.